Hey guys, it's Melissa here with another episode of our amazing Rockstar Report. I love bringing these to you guys. I love sharing people from our team with all of you because some of you may not be fortunate enough to work with some of the people that get to be featured on this recording. So today I have Jan Lee with me. Jan is pushing hard for gold this month. This is March, so Jan is pushing really hard for a gold promotion this month, and I definitely think it's going to happen. Jan is a rock star in so many ways, y'all. Like if I put a challenge out there, she is going to work hard to get it. She was an incentive earner for January with Plexus, the Garmin watch. So she just knocks it out of the park consistently since the day that she joined our team. She has been one of those that always shows up in the top recruiters, highest PV. Like, she's got it going on. So Jan, please introduce yourself more than I did and tell us what brought you to our Plexus team.
Hey everybody, Melissa, thank you for having me.
Yes.
So my pre-Plexus life was pretty boring and pretty sad, I do have to say. Actually, I'm very blessed, so I shouldn't say that, but I am the mom of four. I have two boys still in school, one graduating this year, and then two older kids. So my two youngest boys play travel baseball. And that means you're on a baseball field 12 months a year somewhere. You're either training, you're traveling, all up and down the East Coast. It's pretty crazy. And so there's two of them, so we're constantly juggling and splitting schedules. And I was exhausted. I mean, I was just ridiculous exhausted for my age, and power napping every afternoon. When I would come home from work so that I could go to practice or go to a game or cook dinner or whatever, just live life. So I had been watching my friend Lisa Hutchnowski post on Facebook, and I've known Lisa for years, and one thing I knew about Lisa was that she didn't sleep. She would post on Facebook at 3 a.m. every single morning. I can't sleep. I'm up again. I can't live like this. And then all of a sudden, Lisa started posting, I feel great. I slept through the night again. This pink stuff is amazing. I'm never going back. And I'm like, okay. So I hit her up and I'm like, listen, and I'd known her so long I could easily say this to her without offending her. And I said, I want 7 days. I don't want more than 7 days. Don't ask me when I'm done. I want to lose 5 pounds. I want to start sleeping through the night and I want to feel good, but then we're done. Like, I love you, but don't contact me again about it. So I got about 3 days into my Plexus Slim trial, and I was like, oh man, this feels pretty good. And I'm at work and I'm carrying my pink drink around with me, and I'm happy and I'm energetic. And my girls at work are like, what are you doing? You need to share, break off. So, you know, by the end of that week, I think I had 7 people at work who wanted to try it. So I called Lisa and I said, fine. I will do another 7 days because I have some friends that want it. I'm going to do it with them. But after that, I'm done. And she's like, all right. So we're in the 7 days and it's 3 days later. And I'm like, I need another 6-7 day trials, please. And she's like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? She said, Jan, just sign up to sell. And I'm like, absolutely not. And I did my whole sob story. Like, I have two boys in travel baseball. My husband owns a plumbing company, and I do his bookkeeping and his schedule. And my daughter's getting married. Like, we are just months away from her dream wedding. And she goes, stop whining. And she put me in a 3-way call with Kelly, Jan. And Kelly got on the message and she said, yeah, I appreciate your story, but we're all busy. And so that's exactly why you need this. Like, you're already feeling good. You're crazy not to just sign up and just get your products paid for. So that was my first experience with the 3-way, and man, they work.
I love it. Thank you for saying that.
Man, they work.
Yeah,
they so work. That's why I'm like doing these constantly. I'm like, Kelly.
Yes.
And they're awesome. But anyway, not to drag that story out, but I signed up in the beginning of May of last year. And I'm like, I just took the plunge. I told my husband, I'm like, I'm in, and whatever happens, happens. But I have to get these people their products because I have to see them every day and they're killing me. And I just haven't looked back from there. You know,
So awesome, because I mean, it's just like I say this all the time, the busiest people are the best. I mean,
It's so true.
when I joined Plexus, I honestly, not one more thing could fit on my plate. Not one more thing. I worked all the time. I was a single mom, 2 kids. My kids were in competitive dance. So same as you, if I wasn't traveling for work, I was traveling for dance. And so it was just like, I can't do one more thing, but I needed the products enough that I just wanted 3 customers.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just like you, people saw me. They're like, "What are you doing? You look great. Like you're sleeping through the night. What's going on?" I'm like, "I'm drinking this pink drink. I don't even know what it is, but you should get some." And then when the checks started coming in, I was like, "Well, dang, what would happen if I actually intentionally talked about it?" And so, love that you were in on the 3-way message, because just like you said, somebody like Kelly who doesn't know you can come in and say, "Hey, look, you're busy. Why not?" I mean, what's one more thing? I mean, you're already busy. So, gosh, that is such a good story. Guys, use the 3-way message. We're trying to tell you they work.
Absolutely, they work. Use them.
All right, so your PV is always, I mean, you are always 1,000 or more. You're always in my top 10 or 15. I type your name every single month when I announce top PV earners. So tell us, give us a couple of tips on how you gain customers, but also how you keep customers, because that's super important.
It is, absolutely. So I am a message hog. Like, I am on Facebook Messenger every single night. I may take one night off a week, but I honestly send out a minimum of 25 messages a night. It's just a bare minimum. And even then, it feels like I haven't done enough. So Kelly Jan did this challenge in December. It's called the ABC Challenge. And we were in this IPA group, and we had to message each letter, each day a new letter. So we started with all the A's on day 1, and then the B's, and so on and so on. And so by the end of the month, you're through your entire friends list. I fell in love with that challenge, and I've made that my part of my DMO every month. So I get through my entire friends list every month. So that is about 700 friends, non-Plexus friends, that I'm messaging every month. So obviously volume is going to drive volume. Once I message them, if they don't respond, I will wait about 2 weeks, and I'll just shoot them another message and just say, "Hey, not sure if you missed my message, but we have a 7-day challenge coming up. Would love for you to join me." Now, if they do respond to the first one and they show some interest, I do respond back within 24 hours. If they ignore my second message, I give it a few days. I make it a point to have 3 follow-up messages with them or phone calls before I kind of step back to give them some time to think about it. But I have a lot of people who love the 7-day challenges. I think it's a great, and I know now we have a new format. I saw your message. But I think it's a great way to get people started. It's how I started. I do not mind if people do 2 7-day packs back to back. I had to do that, and that doesn't bother me a bit. Sometimes it takes people a few more days to start feeling it.
Yes.
So once they sign up, my follow-up is weekly in the first month for my customers. When they get their products in the mail, we talk about how to take them. I follow up a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later. I want to talk to them at least a couple times throughout the month to make sure they understand they're doing well. Do we need to change their products in the second order? But follow-up is key.
Hey, so there was a lot of things you said there, and I wrote some notes. So you said volume drives volume, and I love that. Guys, because Jan sends out so many messages, she, of course, is going to have people coming into her business, whether as a customer or an ambassador, and that is so true. Like, you have got to consistently reach out to people. I love that you follow up with people soon. That sounds a lot like me. Like, I'll let them ignore me, but then a couple of days later, I'm like, hey, I mean, I know we're busy, but I just want to touch base with you. So, but you say after about 3 follow-ups, you step back for a little bit. So what does that step back look like? Like, how long do you step back, and then how do you reapproach them? Do you reapproach them non-Plexus, or what does that look like?
It really varies by person, because there's the doorbell and the dog, sorry. It varies by person. It depends on their situation. If I had messaged them and they showed interest initially and then have ignored me for a couple of weeks, I wait until at least the following month to contact again, because it's it's not about what I need, it's about what they need. So if they're not responding, there's a reason. It's not their time. So I've had some people I've reached out to 9 months straight, right? And this month they went, okay, I'm ready. Have never responded. So a lot of this I've just learned along the way. But you have to understand that an ignore is not a no.
Right.
They're seeing your messages,
yes.
And it's not their time. They may not want to tell you it's not their time because they don't want to explain it to you.
Yes.
It's totally okay. It's their time, and they will come on board when they're ready.
Man, y'all, this is some good stuff. I mean, just a lot of times, I'll hear ambassadors say, well, I'm just getting ignored. That's good. That
is good.
They're seeing it, and it's not a no. When it's not good is when they say, do not ever contact me again. I do not want anything that you have, and they block you out from Facebook. That's a bad thing. But when they say, it's just like Jan says, it's not their time. I have been bringing in people in the last few months that have been people I have worked with for years, y'all, years. And they are finally coming on board because it is about them. Just like Jan said, it's not about what you want, it's what they want. And you have to meet them where they are. So good stuff, Jan. That is awesome. Are you there, Jan? You're frozen up on me. Uh-oh.
This is real life.
All right, guys, we are back. We had a little bit of a blip right there, so we're back, and hopefully you guys didn't miss a thing. So Jan had some great information for you guys. She's following up. She's doing what her customers or potentials need, not what she needs.